So what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Flint, Oregon, and the Oscars. Just my take. When it comes to Flint, I think that whole situation is utter bullshit. You know. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Kwame Kilpatrick went to jail for something way worse than, well, not way worse, way less worse than this. So you trying to tell me the mayor shouldn't be locked the fuck up? He should. He poisoned a whole city on purpose. Ain't really nothing. Ain't no way to get around that. And the total disregard for human life in a position like that. See, damn, we need to call this what mayor brutality, because that's some ridiculous shit. Um, you know, I let my grandbabies bathe in that water. Last time I remember about that story, they were saying that prior to it, going to where it's at now, they were outsourcing the water from, I want to say, Detroit or something like that, because they already knew something was up with that. So to do it anyway, and I hope the people in Flint have a humongous lawsuit against the state and the government for that shit. And I know they're gonna play like they broke and we don't have money for this. If you don't have money in your broke state, then you don't put yourself in a position to get sued by poisoning the whole fucking city and the state. Like, they're just dumb. Not just regard for, you know, women and children and sick people and elderly people, because the hospitals had fucked up water. Really, the businesses had fucked up water. The restaurants had fucked up water. Like, you didn't care about nothing. Now, it's funny because when we talk about um, violence against women or women protecting their children and all that, I don't. Maybe it's me because I'm not really watching TV like that. Where's a lot of children are getting poisoned? Where the feminists at, and where the people who are such great defense of women and children? Y'all not coming out. I know why, because the children don't look like you, but y'all not coming out. But I got to give props to people, like Rachel Maddow and stuff, because Harvey Superboy said it previously that there are people out here who actually champion causes for people just in general, and she's one of them. She did that. Heads off to you. Moving on to Oregon. How these motherfuckers not in jail yet? Negotiating? I already did a video about these clowns. Now I gotta give a shout out to all the people who were sending them back dildos in the mail. That's just some hilarious shit. But to still be there, to actually, they like, it's like a convicted murderer with the group. Like, these dudes are just hilarious, right? And the government's negotiating with them. Last time I checked, like I said before, this is an act of terrorism, and I thought the government doesn't negotiate with terrorists. Just, I guess, all lives matter when they white, right? Because they're not terrorists anymore. They're just some some old ass young men who don't know no better, who just happen to do standoffs before and they pass with the government. Nobody sees a problem with that. Okay, fine, whatever. Now, fast forward a little bit to the Oscars. Who gives a fuck? Really? Don't know the Oscars? Look, for my people in particular, The Oscars don't have a good track record of inclusion or black people winning awards in the first place. And the awards that people win awards for are not really good roles to win for. You know, Hattie McDaniels was the first one. Now, the thing about the Hattie McDaniels role, look how long ago that was. You can understand it in that time. Monique basically played a dysfunctional Hattie McDaniels. You know, Halle Berry basically played a bedwitch Hattie McDaniels. Lupita Nyong'o basically played a field Hattie McDaniels. See, that's not the fucking roles you really want to win. You know, Jamie won. I mean, I think the one with Lou Gossett back in the day, he won that. The one with Denzel, the drug dealer cop. Seriously. Mm-hmm. I remember Terrence Howard got nominated for playing a pimp in Hustle and Flow. Seriously. Okay. Stop acting like these motherfuckers are inclusive and fair. Y'all know this already. And beyond that, for the white people who complain, why it's gotta be, look, your asses should have never signed on for civil rights and affirmative action if you knew you wasn't gonna do shit about, gonna be on the same bullshit. People just holding your feet to the fire about this. You wanted all this inclusive and integration, you got that shit and you're still doing bullshit. So you gotta shut up too. At the end of the day, this is what you deal with in this country. Do people want to make a change? I'm not too sure. The other thing about the Oscars. Stop coming down on Chris Rock. How come when something happens, you just put, Chris Rock is the host. So you should speak for every black person on the planet right now for this moment. Seriously? Now he's you want to boycott the Oscars, and then if he hosts, he need to speak to our issues. If he don't host, he need to step down because of our issues. Okay, I would be cool with that if we were speaking up to the issues year round. If Hollywood was, you know what I'm saying? If Hollywood was doing some progressive, conscious, waking up to the reality of the world type shit on a daily basis, but they don't. Shit. Fuck. Eddie Murphy talked about this 20, 30 years ago. Fucking Jesse Jackson talked about this 20, 30 years ago. I think Richard Pryor talked about this maybe 40 years ago, So to have people hit stardom and then go buy a nice house and cars, live a nice life, and then say, it doesn't affect me. And Will Smith one week say ain't no racism, next week his wife just put him right in the middle of it. You can't hide now, bro. I mean, personally, I think, you need to boycott the goddamn kids' closet. And have them dressing like they boy. A boy need to actually dress like a boy, and a girl need to actually dress like a girl. Boycott their closet first, goddamn it. But, that's just my opinion. I'm going to leave it. We out.